This is a really exciting video. Well, at least for me it is, because in this video, I get a chance to share some of the products I have launched on Amazon and they're available for sale. Primarily right now, I'm focusing on some of the iPhone 12 accessories. So in this video, we're going to talk about two things. Number one, we're going to go ahead and do an unboxing and review and test of some of these cases I have with an iPhone 12 and with a 12 Pro Max. And then I want to briefly tell you a little bit about my Amazon journey, because the process behind the scene is a lot more complex than people think. It's not like selling on Amazon, and it's very, very complex, or at least it can get. And if you don't have a coach, you have not taken any of those seminars, it can be very, very confusing. So I just want to briefly tell you guys a little bit about that in case if someone's interested. But before we get into this, my name is Sean and this is my tech channel. In this channel, I review techs, gadgets, do unboxing and tutorials. So if you're interested in content like this, you may want to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you won't miss my future videos. According to my YouTube analytics, over 98.8% of my viewers, they have not or do not subscribe to my channel. So just a reminder, if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe so you will be notified when I have any more content coming up. So I have launched 3 different cases and I want to briefly tell you guys about some of those, what they are, and then I'm going to pull the camera up so we can open them up and check the test and fit and finish. The first case is a clear MagSafe case. I'm a huge fan of clear cases and frosted cases in general, and obviously many people want to take advantage of the MagSafe case that we have. I also have a MagSafe charger. We're going to go ahead and test the charging capability of the phone through all these cases that I have here. The Pro Max size is almost sold out at the time I'm recording this video. I have put a rushed order of it, and by the time it gets to the Amazon warehouse and available for sale, it could be about a month. But like I said, I will tell you guys a little bit about that, how hectic it is behind the scene. The other case I have is this kind of like a carbon fiber pattern look. Obviously, this is not a real carbon fiber. The real carbon fiber cases, they're a lot more expensive. These are only 15 bucks. By the way, all my cases that I'm selling right now and in the future, every single one of them will come with a 9H tempered glass screen protector as well at no extra cost. So $20 for the MagSafe clear case, all 3 sizes, and $15 for all the other cases. And the last case I have are these really, really cool frosted cases. They come in 4 different colors: black, blue, green, and red. They have these very colorful buttons. There's an extra set of buttons randomly at a different color in each of these cases. So you would have the option to switch some of these buttons out and to try to make it your own based on your style and personality. I will tell you, if you do not have an iPhone 12, and if you have an iPhone 12 and you do not need to get an accessory, you can still help me out by making sure you like this video, drop a comment, and share this video. That will be a huge help, so more people will finally get to see this video and some of these products that I have. So now I guess we can pull the camera up and check them out. Every case comes with a free tempered glass screen protector. You also have a screen protector accessories. You have the alcohol wipe and the cleaning pad inside. There you go. So it's a glass. It's very easy to apply. You don't have to worry about getting bubbles underneath it. And it kind of like clearly marks which side is back, which side is front. So you can apply this glass fairly easily. This is going to be exactly the same in all different cases I have, so we're not going to review this, and we're only going to focus on the cases moving forward. It's a fully enclosed, so at the bottom is not open, similar to some of the Apple cases. You have the MagSafe ring. You do have a nice camera bump, about 1 millimeter. This is raised to try to be at the same level as the camera. The buttons are clicky. The corners are a little bit beefier and they have this air bubble. So in case of an impact, it's going to distribute kind of like that force a little bit. So not a lot of force is being absorbed by the phone inside the case. Around the lip up front, when you install the case, you have about 1 millimeter of protection on the screen, but again, you don't have to worry about that as much since you get a free screen protector with your case. Let's go ahead trying to install this. So you will get a very snug fit with this case. It is not loose at all. You get a really nice tight lip equal around the case. The buttons are clicky, like I said. Oops, I didn't realize if you press this 5 times, it will call the cops. So the buttons are clicky. You get your nice camera protection and you still get to show off the color of the case. And this comes in 3 sizes. And as of right now, it's $19.99. In order for you to find these cases, you can, obviously I'm gonna have the links down below, but you can simply search Enforcer case and you will see all 3 cases I have available. So this is kind of like the pattern and look you get. So it is kind of like a matte black finish. You have that subtle pattern for the carbon fiber. The bottom, however, it's a solid black. Inside, inside, this is how it looks. It is a flexible TPU. Let's install this. It would slide on very easily. Again, the buttons are clicky. Down below, you have all your cuts, but it is still fully closed. And there's not a whole lot to it. So it's a very kind of like a stealth black finish. I have extra buttons. Let's take a look at the case itself. Like I said, these are very colorful. So the back is frosted. So whatever the color of your phone is, you still get to show that off. And we're gonna pop this red in so you can take a look at it. But this one, the blue, comes with this kind of like a neon yellow buttons. This one, like I said, the second colors are random. The buttons that are put in this case are black right now, but as you go through them, you will see they're all so many different color buttons that you may get with your phone. Very tight fit. So this is how it looks. So like I said, it's frosted back, so you still get to show off the color of your phone, but it gives it that matte finish. So this is the green. There you go. So this is red with green. Now, let me go ahead and check the MagSafe real quick. Now, this is a brand new phone. I haven't turned it on, so I don't think we will get the animation of the charging, but I do want to show you that the magnet still would stick to the phone. It's very clear that you go ahead as you move it in, you see, so it will go ahead lock in really nicely. So if you do have a MagSafe charger and you get one of these cases, you can still take advantage of the 15-watt fast charging that Apple offers, because this magnet is still gonna go ahead line up and attach to the magnets inside your phone for that perfect alignment and fast charging. So this red case comes with black buttons, again, to try to give you that really nice contrast to make it pop. Oh, now it's deciding to turn on. The final color is black. This also looks really nice. I really hope the camera can do this justice. How nice and fun these cases look. Look how awesome these cases are, honestly. We need to test the MagSafe, see it charges. Oh, all right, so case is in. Boom. So easily, like I said, it will line up even though the case does not have the MagSafe. It will line up nicely, but it's not going to be strong enough to actually be able to lift the phone with it. All right. There you go. So this was it. This is a selection of some cases I have. If you happen to get one of these cases, it will be a huge help if you could drop a review with some pictures and maybe a video on Amazon. That would be tremendous for the algorithm to help these products rank higher in page 1 or 2. So as far as the Amazon process, it can be simple, but it's more often than not, it's more complex than most people think. The process, many talk about it as FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. The way it works is you go ahead, source a product. In this case, I'm getting these from factories in China. So you actually get to directly interact with the manufacturers. Depending on what type of products they have, you can make some requests to customize the packaging, the product, some of the accessories that will come with it. And then you would arrange for those to be shipped to an Amazon warehouse. But this is where things get a little bit logistically complex. You cannot really send the product to Amazon because you cannot create a label because you don't have a listing. You got to create the listing, but that listing that you're trying to create, that by itself can become a little bit complex because there's so many restrictions and reasons why a listing may not get approved. And unfortunately, Amazon does not do a good job to try to tell you why a listing does not turn active. So I had to wrestle with that a little bit for almost a week to try to get these listings to the point that it would work. And they become very, very specific. You have to have the dimension of the product, dimension of the packet, the weight of the product, weight of the package, material, pictures. The main picture cannot have any image or logo on it, and so on and so forth. But there's really no one spot that you can go ahead and read all these things, or if there is, there's just a lot of rules. And then so you go ahead and make those listings, obviously, after you create your Amazon seller accounts, and the labels are created, and the products you can arrange it to come to you. You send it to an Amazon warehouse. I decided to directly send them to an Amazon warehouse because I had requested to see these products before. I had seen the samples of them and I was comfortable with the quality of it. So they go directly to a warehouse. Initially, mine went to a warehouse in Texas. And what Amazon will do at that point, first of all, the receiving process takes forever. These cases, Amazon received December 23rd. I know it's around Christmas, and that makes it probably a little bit more challenging because that's a busy time of the year. But these products did not become available for sale until I think around January 1st or December 30th or so. And so it's a fairly long process. But even at that point, only a handful of cases and products were available for sale, because what Amazon will do, which kind of like makes sense, they got the cases I had sent in for all these 9 products, and they send them to 30 different fulfillment centers or warehouse around the US. That's the only market I decided to sell initially. I have the option to turn on Mexico and Canada, but my inventory is not large enough to be able to probably satisfy the needs, and that could piss off the customers, because if I don't have enough in every warehouse, when somebody would order, instead of getting it in 2 days, you may not get it in 5 days because there may not be one close to you, to a warehouse that you have. At the time I'm recording this video, I still don't have all my cases received by the 30 warehouses, so it's a very long process behind the scene. Every time you need something, it's not that easy to open up a case to try to get an answer. You can't just pick up the phone and call Amazon support, so you have to be very comfortable navigating different forums and sites that new sellers ask questions, and you're gonna kind of dig through some of the other concerns that other new sellers have to try to figure out, see why, for example, your images are not loading, or a product is being denied, and things like that. I share another example with you. These cases, I wanted to make sure people don't order the wrong size, so I had these diagrams of the different sizes, and with the check marks as well as X marks to try to show you which size you're getting or you should be getting. And for some reason, that image is not being posted. It says it's accepted, but it's not being posted. So Every time you try to open up a ticket to get that resolved, they say there's an automated way for you to update your own pictures and you cannot put a ticket. And so I'm trying to kind of get used to some of the nuances behind the scene. And the last thing about it, one of the most complex things about Amazon or selling on Amazon is finding a way to write the correct keywords, because you have limited characters, and how to write the description and the title so that way you can rank on page 1 or hopefully 2. Because let's be honest with you, like every time I'm buying a case, when I do a search, whatever come up on page 1 or 2, I'm typically gonna go buy those. And these are some of those things. And when that does not happen, then you have to go ahead, pay for advertising, and you have to basically set it. It's an auction, right? So you will say, hey, up to how much do you want to pay per click? So on average, in order for me to try to get some bids, I'm paying about $1. So every time someone clicks on my product, if it says it's sponsored, which will come up typically on page 1, it costs me $1, whether people buy it or not. So I may have 20 people click on my case and they never buy it, or the 20th person will buy. So I have to do that a couple of times before I even break even at the cost of that. So these are some of the things that it becomes more complex. And the charges that Amazon will have, they charge 15% commission. They charge a fulfillment fee to basically provide the customer service, the chat support, shipping the product, offering returns, and also they charge for inventory. So it depends on the size and weight of your product. They charge you an inventory fee. So all in all, the cost is actually ends up being a lot more than people will think. That is my initial journey of starting selling on Amazon. I'm super excited. I do have a really cool portable power bank that has a MagSafe magnet built into it. So when you're trying to charge your phone, you don't have to just set it on a table to make sure it gets charged. It just snaps right to your iPhone 12. So if you are watching a movie, you're gaming, you just want to have it in your jacket, on your desk, in your car, doesn't matter. You know that battery lines up perfectly with the charger inside your iPhone because of the magnets, and you're gonna be able to get that charge so you can have extended gaming sessions. If you're traveling, well, nobody travels right now because of the vid, but you know what I mean. So so stay tuned for that. No one can find that, see what that packet is right now. My supplier has proof that Amazon has received it. Amazon denies it. They say they don't have that packet. So I have over $1,000 worth of batteries just missing. So I'm working through that right now. I got a case open, but these are some of, like I said, the nuances. Not trying to scare anybody. If you're trying to go ahead, be adventurous and take a risk, it's very fascinating. And if things like this excite you, then you should definitely at least start studying and watch a lot of videos so you can learn about the FBA process. So this has been it, guys. Like I said, this is a really, really exciting time and moment for me. If you haven't had a chance to like, subscribe, share, comment on this video, please do so. That will be a huge help. And like I said, if you end up getting one of these things, thank you so much. Don't forget to also drop that review on Amazon for me. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.